Monday morning to you. Welcome to November 4th edition of the Map Discussion. Taking a look at our satellite and surface map from 2 a.m. this morning. You can see that high pressure is barely hanging on for the Carolinas. Looks like it's firmly in control across southeastern Canada, northeastern United States. And this huge system out west is beginning to take shape, even with some showers and some pretty strong thunderstorms out ahead of this system. This is expected to give us some pretty warm temperatures across the eastern United States as this system slides eastward. And so that's going to be depressing. The radar with the surface map overlaid on it, and you can see some pretty strong thunderstorms are affecting some areas of Missouri into Illinois and Arkansas and parts of Oklahoma and Texas. Again, this is out ahead of a pretty stout system that's taking shape out west, and this is expected to slide eastward, but however, when it does, some of the precipitation will die with it, and all we're going to be left with is some warm temperatures. However, there is something we need to be on the lookout for, and that's this. This is expected to become a tropical depression and this tropical storm within the next couple of days. Some of the models have a Category 1. Some even have Category 3, this becoming a major hurricane, but so much is questionable at this point. But what is not in question is when this thing does develop, which all indications are it will, is the path. So let's get into some of the forecast maps. So this is expected to be at 8 a.m. Today, Monday, November 4th. The vast majority of the central part of the United States is under the gun for showers and thunderstorms, some pretty heavy thunderstorms. As it makes its way eastward through the day today, still expect some showers and thunderstorms up and down the Mississippi. As we go into Tuesday, if you take a look at the Florida Peninsula, you'll see some pretty heavy showers and thunderstorms, especially across the southern part of the state. This is in response to, look at that hurricane right here. Hurricane number 18 is expected to become a hurricane by Wednesday morning and possibly affecting the Keys. And so let's get into that just a little bit further in the extended forecast. So this is the expected position by 8 a.m. Thursday morning. It has gone across Cuba and is in the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico. We got this frontal system that is forecast to drape across the southern Mississippi Valley up to the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys and to the, kind of on the border between West Virginia and Virginia and on the Tennessee side of the Appalachian Mountains by 8 a.m. Thursday, November 7th. As we go a day in advance, this front will hopefully be protecting the Carolinas from this tropical system. By 8 a.m. Friday is expected to become a tropical storm or weakened to a tropical storm while high pressure takes control of the northern half of the United States. And then on Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Saturday morning, we have a storm system taking shape in the southern part and central part of the United States while this tropical storm weakens further into a tropical depression. Again, this high pressure over southeastern Canada and through the Ohio River Valley and into the Carolinas is acting like a shield, and this should deflect the tropical storm and from the Carolinas. However, some outer bands and perhaps some wind from this system could affect the Gulf side of the peninsula of Florida through the latter half of the week. But by 8 a.m. Saturday, we still have that system just hanging out, getting caught up in this frontal system while high pressure is losing grip across the eastern seaboard as this frontal system is making its way eastward. And by 8 a.m. Monday, November 11th, we still have that tropical depression across the northwestern Gulf of Mexico, somewhere in the Lake Charles area, definitely between Houston and, or maybe even Corpus Christi and New Orleans, while high pressure's control is slipping across the Carolinas. And we have a new frontal system that should be forecast to be in the exact same position as this next one is today by 8 a.m. the next Monday, November 11th. Let's take a look at that track of the storm system a little bit more in detail. So here's our version of the National Hurricane Center's forecast track. Expected to become a Category 1 hurricane as it makes its way towards Cuba in the next 48 hours or so, and expected to become a Category 1 until 4 days from now, and then weaken as conditions become unfavorable for tropical development or further tropical development as that system out west is taking shape. It increases vertical wind shear, and typically hurricanes and tropical storms do not like that. So this is the official National Hurricane Center forecast. If we get our ragu out, look at the spaghetti plot, we can see that, yeah, we're pretty confident that this is going to make its way into the Gulf of Mexico. And after probably about day 4 or 5, it's whatever. It's going to do what it's going to do. But officially, it's forecast just to hang out here across the northern parts of the Gulf of Mexico for a few days. So this is a product that is forecast from the National Weather Service. This is the tropical winds probability of seeing 34 knots or greater. And as we look at this map, this is 7 p.m. on November 5th. So this is ending tomorrow evening. The outer bands, the wind field and storm, is starting to affect the Keys. And as we go through time, this is maximized by 1 p.m. on Wednesday across the Keys. This is now 7 p.m., so 26% chance of seeing winds of 34 knots or greater across the Keys. And then after Wednesday night into Thursday morning, those decrease. And you can see that the probabilities decrease in general because of the weakening storm system. In general, by 7 a.m. Thursday, November 7th, we can expect to see roughly 1 inch to 4 inches across the southeastern United States, especially higher amounts across the Keys and the coastal waters off the Gulf Coast of Florida, and into the Carolinas. Expect about 1.5 to 2 inches of rain across parts of South Carolina, mainly in between Augusta, Georgia, and Columbia, South Carolina, while generally 1/2 inch or up to 1/2 inch across the southern Piedmont of North Carolina into the foothills of North Carolina between now and Thursday, November 7th. Expect warmer than average temperatures across the Carolinas this week. We'll be on a warming trend. I know it's going to be cooler today, But we will be on a warming trend this week as this system across the west slides eastward, and we'll be watching for the effects of that tropical development down in the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico. If anything changes, of course, I'll send out another video. But from what I've heard, I do have interests in Florida, if not already heading towards Florida. So I will be sure to keep y'all more updated on the tropical weather, since these high pressure systems are mainly protecting the Carolinas and leaving Florida vulnerable. So thank y'all, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.